Hey guys, how to happy hardcore. Let's go. You're gonna want a good vocal.
Your eyes are shining like the morning.
It might need some effects to sound good.
Your eyes are shining like the morning.
A nice thick raised bass to go with the vocal.
Your eyes are shining like the morning.
Contact for the piano. Serum for an arpeggio. And all together. Before we look at the main melody and the drop, let's check out the drums. We have a fun kick drum called Bumper X from the Hentai Core sample pack. A very basic hi-hat. A cool little hat loop. Another little loop here. On every second kick, I have two different snares playing. I'm layering two of them because it sounds better than just one. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. So we have a punchy one and a bit more of a sustained one. Now listen to all the drums playing together. I was gonna forget about the crash. Now let's take a look at the bass line. We have a Serum bass that sounds like this. The patch is from the Stone Bank UK Hardcore pack. It's called BLA BS RBC. It was lacking some subs, so I've layered it with another bass line that is just a simple sine wave. Maybe you cannot even hear it. Together it sounds like this with the drums. I've been using Dune for most of the lead synths in this song. One of my favorite preset packs for Dune is called Hardstyle Essentials by The Machine. I find it easy to write a melody if I have the vocal playing at the same time. The reason is that you immediately know if the melody is working with the rest of the elements. Now let's listen to the build-up and I'll break it down afterwards. First we have this snare rush. Here you can see the melody with a pitch bend at the bottom here. Here we have two basic Serum synths with a pitch bend. I've bounced it down to audio, but one is a low note and the other one is a high note with a lot of detune. Here it is. Same thing here, we have the voice, the word come, which has been repeated, copy and paste, and we put a pitch bend on it. We can use Waves pitch shifter to do that with automation. Here's how it sounds. And now we play the vocal one last time, and we have a little sound effect that you may recognize from a video game. Now for the main lead, we have a layer of 4 synths. 2 of them are Serums, one is Dune, and one is Zeta. Here's the first Serum, second Serum, Dune, Zeta, all together. With the drums. After looping the melody twice, we bring back the vocal with a lot of filtering to remove all the low frequencies. And finally, for the outro, I've got some little 8-bit drums, chiptune, like this. And I'm using a synth called Peach. And I'm also using some little sound effects. Here's the final result. Now this video is called How to Happy Hardcore, so I've showed you guys the happy hardcore section mostly, but this song also has 3 other sections, 3 different drops. There's a trap drop, a weird bit crush drop I would call it, and reverse bass drop. Let's check them out real quick. So at the beginning of the song, I'm using Bit Crusher on the vocal to make a fun effect, and then I'm dropping it into some hard psy-ish section. Check it out. And finally, there is the reverse bass drop.
It's unstoppable.
So I hope this was interesting. I hope it gave you some inspiration and that it was a nice introduction to how happy hardcore is made. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube, Twitch, Spotify. The song in this video is called Feel It, and I've just released it last week. It's available on all the platforms, pretty much. Thank you, and see you next time.